Changi Hospital was built in 1935 as part of the British military barracks in Singapore. During World War II, it served as a military hospital and later as a prison for prisoners of war, including many who were tortured and executed. The horrors of war left a lasting mark on the hospital, and today, it is abandoned. But many believe the spirits of the past still linger. During the Japanese occupation of Singapore in World War II, Changi Hospital became a place of unimaginable suffering. It housed both wounded soldiers and prisoners of war. The brutal treatment of the prisoners and the sheer number of deaths have left a permanent scar on the building. Many believe the ghosts of these tortured souls still wander its halls. After the war, Changi Hospital continued to operate, but by 1997, it was abandoned, left to decay. Soon after, stories of strange occurrences began to spread. Paranormal investigators and thrill seekers reported hearing disembodied voices, footsteps in empty hallways, and doors slamming on their own. The hospital became infamous for its hauntings. One of the most famous ghost stories from Changi Hospital is that of the headless nurse. Visitors have reported seeing the apparition of a nurse wandering the hospital's corridors. Some say she appears headless, while others claim to hear her eerie footsteps echoing through the empty halls. Legend has it that she was brutally murdered during the war, and her spirit remains trapped in the hospital. Another common sighting is that of a woman in white, often seen walking near the hospital's entrance or sitting in the old waiting rooms. She is said to disappear when approached, leaving behind a cold chill. Some believe she was a patient who died in the hospital and now roams the grounds, lost and alone. A Changi hospital once had a pediatric ward, and many visitors have reported hearing the distant sound of children's laughter echoing through the halls. The sound is eerie, as there are no living children in the building. Some claim to have seen the faint outlines of small figures running through the halls, only to vanish when approached. Over the years, many paranormal investigators have entered Changi Hospital in search of evidence of the supernatural. They've recorded strange electromagnetic readings, captured eerie EVP electronic voice phenomena, and experienced unexplained cold spots. Some have even claimed to be touched or pushed by unseen forces while exploring the hospital's haunted wards. The hospital's old operating rooms are said to be one of the most haunted areas. Many believe the spirits of the surgeons and their patients still linger here. Visitors report seeing shadowy figures dressed in surgical attire, and some claim to hear the clanging of surgical instruments, even though the room has been empty for decades. One of the creepiest areas in Changi Hospital is the cold room, where bodies were kept. Visitors often report an intense drop in temperature when entering the room, and some have seen ghostly apparitions standing by the morgue slabs. The atmosphere in this part of the hospital is said to be the most oppressive and terrifying. The spirits of soldiers who died during the war are also said to haunt Changi Hospital. Visitors have reported seeing men in military uniforms walking through the halls, only to disappear when approached. Some believe these soldiers are searching for their comrades, forever trapped in the place where they suffered and died. Despite its abandonment, Changi Hospital remains a popular site for thrill seekers, paranormal investigators, and urban explorers. The stories of ghostly sightings continue to this day, and the hospital has earned its place as one of Singapore's most haunted locations. Is it merely the power of suggestion, or do the ghosts of the past still wander its dark, decaying halls?